Hi guys, it's Lilu. Thanks for coming back to my channel. I'm sorry I haven't been around much this year, so I thought I'd get something recorded before we sign off 2019 and head into 2020, which is insane because the last 20 years of my life have just flown by really quick. This year has been really up and down for me, so I've just not had the chance to kind of sit down and record and do general stuff for myself. Really, I haven't really been able to finish a lot of projects. I haven't had the energy or the motivation to do certain things that I would normally really enjoy doing. So next year is really about focusing on myself and doing things for myself and just generally concentrating on things that make me happy. 2019 has, as I say, been a bit of a mixed bag. My work, in terms of work is, pretty good actually. It's been really positive. There's been lots of good movement. I've been feeling a lot more confident and a lot happier and a lot more settled since getting my new manager at the beginning of the year. And he has been fantastic. And it's made such a difference to the way I feel and the way that I work and lots of different things. So work actually for the most part has been good, and I've not really been feeling quite drained or negative like I normally have in the past. It's been so much better. In terms of my health, I have mentioned a couple of times before that I had terminal ileitis. Well, unfortunately, that was a misdiagnosis, and I've now been diagnosed with Crohn's disease in the last month. I haven't really done too much research on Crohn's disease because when you look on Google, you find some really awful things and it makes you feel terrible, and it's always worse than it is. And every case of Crohn's disease is different. But I'm now on medication, and as far as I'm aware, this medication's I'm going to be on for the rest of my life. I'm on an autoimmune suppressant because Crohn's disease is when your immune system malfunctions and starts attacking healthy tissue in your gut. And that's basically what's happening to me. So they've dumbed down my immune system so that hopefully the inflammation goes down and the symptoms subside, but we'll see. I'm also on a couple of other tablets as well for various different things. So I'm taking like 6 tablets a day now, and I'm probably going to be on these for the rest of my life. So I've been on them for about 3 weeks. Actually, maybe less than that. I think I've been on them 2 weeks, nearly 3 weeks. And to be honest, I haven't actually felt any different. I don't feel any different. I've not had any, revelations or some miraculous cure or anything like that. I think it's going to take a long time for things to settle in. So my health has been a bit on and off. I've also managed to lose lots of weight this year. I've lost about 1.5 stone, and I'm going to keep going. It's quite good to be 1.5 stone, near 2 stone lighter a year on where I was this time last year. And I do feel so much better in myself, and I have been plagued a lot by thoughts of self-loathing and feelings of just general low self-esteem, low self-worth. I mean, I have been like that for a long time anyway. That's just kind of part and parcel of my clinical depression and anxiety, but the self-loathing has really been out in force the last couple of years, and I really want to change that because it just makes me so miserable, and I know it's not nice talking to yourself badly every second of every day. So I've really knuckled down and started to eat healthier. Got quite a lot of exercise at the beginning of the year, and now I'm just kind of managing my diet and making sure that I make healthy choices rather than the way I used to eat last year. So, and it has made a huge difference. And when I went to Las Vegas for my 36th birthday in September, I was really worried that I was going to put on loads of weight, having lots of cocktails, having lots of junk food. And actually I came back and I hadn't put on anything, and I was like, wow, that's amazing, considering I have, I think where I've lost a really healthy 2 pounds a week or something like that, 1 to 2 pounds a week, the weight has kept off, and that is definitely the best way to lose weight. Having like fad diets and going through fad stuff does not give you long-term results. And as I say, all it is calories in, calories out. So I've just been making healthier choices, 400 calories morning, 400 calories lunch, and 400 calories dinner, and that has made a huge difference to me. Also, as I've kind of got towards the end of the year, I'm getting more and more feelings of wanting to move towards vegetarianism. I've been battling with the idea of eating meat for a very long time, and as I'm getting older, the more it's more and more like apparent to me that I'm just not enjoying eating meat, and I have like a real battle of how I feel about it morally. Christmas dinner and Christmas was, you know, just seeing all that wasted meat at the end of it. I just didn't really want to eat it, and I didn't really want to eat the meat anyway that was on my plate. So I think that next year my focus is to have a few vegetarian meals every week and just kind of slowly wean myself off, because I think that if I just went full in, I'd have more chance of going back to my old ways. And I really do feel that now's the time that I want to move towards a vegetarian lifestyle. So I'm definitely feeling like kind of lots of changes in that respect with myself. Another thing that kind of happened this year is, I'm sure if anyone of you follow me on social media, my cat Fizzgig of 15 years, she passed away in November, and that was super hard. I've got her ashes, and I'm still really struggling to let go of them. I don't really want to let go of her. So I'm just kind of holding on to her at the moment, and until I find a place and a time that I will set her free. But that was the first time that I've ever had to make a decision to put my animal to sleep. She's my fur baby, and we'd been through so much in 15 years. We'd, you know, she'd moved from house to house. She'd been with me through every failed relationship that I've had in the last 15 years. And it has been really difficult to let go of a huge part of my life, and she was one of my best friends. So losing her has been really difficult for me, and I have had quite a big spout of low days since her passing. And then on the other hand, Kurt and I, we got a Pomeranian puppy at about 3 weeks before Fizzgig passed away. So to be honest, he kind of came into our lives in just the right time. It wasn't like planned or anything. It's just kind of how the universe made it come about, and he has been such a lovely distraction, and he has made everything so much easier to kind of digest and make things, you know, easier for all of us. And he's been a big breath of fresh air to the house. And having a Pomeranian puppy, or having a puppy in general, has been a total eye-opener for me. I've never ever had a dog before, and the reason we picked a Pom is because they are the best breed to get on with cats, and it was really important for this dog to get on with our cats, because we now have 5 cats, and it was really super important. And you know what, he's been with us now for about 11 weeks, and he's just the most fantastic pup. I've fallen totally in love with him. He is just such a lovely boy, and he really brightens my day. He brightens my life, and he makes me super happy, and I've just fallen head over heels in love with him. Kurt has as well, and I feel so attached to him, and it's definitely brought up feelings like, I'm thinking of awful things like, God, you know, if anything happens to him, if I have to let him go one day. It's just been really, it's just horrible really, losing a pet. And I know so many people that have actually lost their animals before Christmas as well, and I just really relate to them and understand how painful it is. Losing a beloved family member, you know, such as my cat Fizz, has just had a real knock-on effect, and it is as painful and as, you know, as it was when I lost my best friend Matt nearly 18 years ago. So yeah, if anyone has lost their animal before Christmas, or any of their pets, furry family members, I'm really sorry about that, and I understand how awful it is. But trying to kind of brighten up my vlog a little bit more. Yeah, so next year, my New Year's resolutions, 110%, spend less time on social media, because actually I have been doing really well. I have been really weaning myself off social media. I'm not posting as many statuses. I hardly go on Facebook. Instagram probably is the worst one for me, because it's so easy just to go on there and scroll. But I'm posting less and less things on there as well, because at the end of the day, you know, Photos are for me, they're not for anybody else. Memories are for me, they're not for anybody else. And I think that a lot of people become very self-absorbed, being on Instagram in particular, and it just kind of flourishes the ego in just a really unnatural, healthy way. So I'm trying my best to stay away from that sort of thing, because I just don't really want to feel like that. Oh, I'm just rambling now at this point. I'm just talking bullshit. So yeah, new year is going to be focusing on my happiness, my mental health, my creativity. I want to play more guitar and more bass behind me. I want to play them more. I want to do more crochet. I want to finish some projects that I've shelved. I started, got halfway through and shelved, because then I got sort of diverted to something else. There is so much stuff I want to do, and I have so many hobbies and so many interests, and just not enough time. So that is really where my focus is for next year and beyond. And one of the other most important things is Christmas was super, super stressful for me. I had my mum and my brother round, and they only went home like 2 days ago, and I feel absolutely drained and overwhelmed and exhausted. And I really just thought to myself, I need to stop doing this. I need to stop spending time with people who make me feel horrendous, people who make me feel terrible. Or one person in particular, my mum, she makes me feel terrible, and I really need to kind of just start listening to myself and listening to my body, and when someone is not good for me and makes me feel terrible, I need to kind of start taking a step back. Doesn't matter whether it's family, friends, I need to put myself number one, and that's the one thing I've never really done, is put myself first. So I really need to start listening to myself and my intuition now. It's something that I have to honour, because otherwise I'm just going to feel like I'm being dragged back all the time. Another thing that I really want to do is focus on saving next year and get a home of my own for me and Kurt. That is like a really, really big thing. I mean, I know I've lived with Kurt for 2 years, and actually living here has served me well. It's been really easy. It's been really easy going. But I'm at that age now where I'm just like, I just need a home of my own that I can decorate and make my own, put my own stamp on it. And Kurt and I just need our own space as well. Like, here has been fine, but we just, our relationship just needs to grow, because it's kind of been stagnant for the last 2 years, being sat here in this environment, sharing it with his mum. So that's something else I'm really looking forward to, and looking forward to focusing on. So that's it. That's kind of all I wanted to say. Oh, my braces as well. Just thought about my braces. So I've had my braces on for a year and a half. I think in May next year it'll be 2 years, but I've been told that they'll be coming off in spring next year, which is super, super exciting. They have changed so much. My teeth have changed like so much, but they're not ready yet, and I can't wait for them to come off now, because braces do make you utterly miserable. Like, the constant pain and discomfort, and just the knowledge that they're always there, it does make you feel super grumpy. So I'm really looking forward to having my braces off, and hopefully that will like boost my confidence and make me feel good about myself. So I have quite a lot of good things to look forward to really next year. I was going to go on the Kiss cruise, but in hindsight, I'm now thinking, do you know what? It's super expensive, and I would rather save that holiday, and Kurt and I go away for Christmas next year. So it's just us and the dog. So we're going to probably do that next Christmas, and also just maybe get a few long weekends away. Like, I really want to go to New York. I still want to go to, you know, a few places in Europe. We have a little 3-day break booked for Lisbon next year to go and see Kiss out there on their tour. I want to go to Scotland. I love to go to Ireland. There's lots of places I really want to go and visit. So I've got like a list of stuff I want to do, which I think my holiday would be best placed, you know, you doing all of those things rather than just splurging it all on the Kiss cruise, wasting like loads and loads of money. I've done it 3 times. I've been to Miami 2 times. I don't really feel like a need to go back to Miami again. And I'll catch up with my Kiss friends and family, you know, whilst the Kiss final tour is going on. So I will definitely see them next year, regardless of the cruise or not. So yeah, anyway, I have rambled long enough. I've been here 14 minutes. So if you're still here watching this, thanks for stopping in, and I wish you all a super duper 2020. Can't believe I'm saying 2020. I remember celebrating year 2000 and everyone going mental about the millennium bug that never happened. But yeah, 2020 next year, and let's make it a good one. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.